Hi everyone, great to be joined this afternoon with the Head of Sports Partnerships, Tian Pei from Roblox, one of the most interesting companies, I think, in the world, let alone in the sports space. So great to have you here with us in London.
Thanks for having me, Nick.
Look, we want to dig into some big topics around change, but just quickly set the scene about what Roblox is and also what you guys are doing in sports specifically.
Sure, so Roblox is a global online platform that is all about social connection, communication, self-expression. We connect about 60 million people on a daily basis. People come in and do anything from playing games, which most people know it about, but we are way more than just a gaming platform. You can learn together, shop, experience content together, be entertained, and hang out with friends. So my job here at Roblox is really to hopefully bring the world of sports onto the platform to really diversify, expand the breadth of content so that people can really feel like they go to Roblox just to enjoy life, right? And sports is such a huge aspect of people's lives. I think that is the most interesting part about my job.
I mean, for me, it sounds like in this digital era, it's a no-brainer, right, to do those sorts of initiatives with a company like yourselves. But what are some of the challenges you're finding with breaking into the sports space or securing or developing some of those partnerships? What are some of those barriers to entry, I suppose?
It's a really, really good question. I think as I continue to learn about and getting into the sports world, one of the biggest barriers is that developing in 3D is fundamentally more effortful than just trying to build a TikTok videos or send a tweet or build an Instagram video. That is going to go away, I think, ultimately. Ultimately, Roblox is going to just democratize development for everyone. But I think bringing that barrier to the existing world of sports is quite challenging because you're having to fundamentally change their perceptions about what it means to be on Roblox. It's not just building a game anymore, it's really building your brand presence here. But the effort of doing that is still quite high, and that's something that, hopefully we'll solve in the next few years.
So sports is trying to get younger, it's trying to connect with new fan bases. Why does sport need to look for these types of things? What are the key reasons it needs to change its approach, I suppose, and look to partners like yourselves?
Yeah, I think every company is different. Every brand, sports rights holder have their own goals and objectives, but there are some common themes that I'm hearing, one of which really significant is the need to prolong their sport by diversifying and expanding their fan base. And Roblox, one of our value props is having that really, really strong and engaged community that traditionally has been hard to reach, and to be able to provide that really deeply engaged audience who are going to take your content and make it into their own and build culture out of it. That's a fantastic reason for sports entities to consider coming on to the platform. So that's one, reaching new audiences. And two, I think, which is more on the business aspect, is the need to diversify their business model as well. So virtual worlds like this is only going to bring more and new revenue streams for them, whether it's direct to consumer, through merch, or having more creative ways to activate your existing partnerships. So I think between these two reasons, hearing a lot of interest from the sports world.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you've worked with a few interesting, quite big organizations, but what are some of the things you can actually have it in a Roblox environment? Like, give us some tangible examples of maybe what some of your partners are already doing.
Yeah, lots of different ways, anything from just the easiest ways to just getting your merchandise onto the marketplace. So we're seeing a lot of sports entities. Man City, for example, they unveiled their in real life jersey in Roblox at the same time. And McLaren also, they unveiled their in real life race car 2022 on Roblox at the same time. So a lot of these virtual items, but you can also do experience integrations. And that's something that I think is really powerful because you're really marrying two different communities into the same one. So we saw that with Gucci and Jack Grealish, two different communities and fan bases, but really bringing them together to cross-pollinate. And then on the other end of the spectrum, you have FIFA you have NFL, and they're the ones who really see Roblox as a persistent brand experience that they really want to bring their content onto the platform.
So there's the brand layer, there's the merchandise opportunities. You obviously will be getting asked a lot about what other commercial opportunities are there on the platform. Just can you give us a sense of other ways for a sports property who's looking at investing in a partnership with someone like yourselves to tap into that opportunity? You talk about the business model side, so I'm curious on what that could look like.
Yeah, right off the bat is leveraging Roblox's own platform to drive revenue through B2C revenue streams. So just like how you sell regular merch, right? For every item that you sell, Roblox takes a cut and the rest goes to you. So that's the most direct way. But I think the more interesting thing, especially in the world of sports, is this still untapped opportunity to sell all of these different assets and placements, or bring your existing partner very, very authentically into your experience so that it doesn't even feel like an ad. It feels like you're just experiencing Coca-Cola, etc. So between B2B and B2C, seeing lots of creative ways to monetize, and I think that's only going to get more and more.
Well, I think the sports industry has to spend a lot more time looking towards what you guys are doing on the platform, because it's really exciting with the audience demographics as well. And one thing that I'll be following very closely, and I'm sure the most of the industry will. But thanks very much, Tian, for joining us.
Thank you.